Alright everybody out there, this is Big Buster coming at you. You're watching Buster H.R. Johnson on YouTube. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. What's up everybody, it's Big Buster coming at you with a brand new episode of Bullshitting with Buster. As you can see by this sign right here, the logo, we're here at New Bern, Tennessee at EIW, the home, the EIW Arena, where the wildest, craziest wrestling action in the Mid-South takes place. And today I got a very special guest. He's everybody's favorite bad guy, and he's all about doing outlaw shit. Mr. Kilo Seaton. Kilo, my brother, glad to have you here, man. How you doing?
Doing fine. I'm glad to be here. Been waiting on this one.
Me too, man. We're supposed to have done this a couple times.
Yeah.
Little miscue here and there, but here we are. We're doing it now.
Yes, sir.
You know, before we get started with all the normal stuff, I want to ask you, man, tonight, right here, home of EIW, one of the biggest cards I've seen y'all have since I've been coming, you in a bull rope match with a guy named Kid Wrestling. Man, tell me about this. What's on your mind about tonight?
Well, you know, first time I ever seen Kid Wrestling, I was up in Middleton, I believe it was. And I was up in Middleton, I believe it was, and I was wrestling Stephen, can't remember his last name, but anyways, Kid Wrestling was partnering with him, but being his manager at the time. And when I first met him, he come back to me 4 or 5 different times and asked me, what was he doing again? And all he had was one little simple spot, you know what I'm saying? I questioned myself, is he going to be able to do what he's got to do, you know what I'm saying? Well, bro, I'm going to tell you, he proved a lot to me just that one night, because it was like he asked me so many times and I was so worried about it that I was going to actually mess up, you know, the little spot. But I didn't mess it up bad enough to hurt anything, you know what I'm saying? But, I got a lot of respect for the kid, but between here and one more place, this is my home.
I hear you.
I've been back and forth between these two places my whole career. I'm 40 years old, and I've seen these kids come and go.
Come and go, yeah.
Yes, sir. But he is one of the toughest.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man. What I've seen of him,
good kid.
He's young.
Come on now, good kid.
Well, I don't mean good. I mean, he can do it. He can do it, man.
He's got talent. He's got potential. I mean, yeah, he does a good job, but he's sticking his nose where it don't belong.
Well, I'm wondering, has he ever even done a bull rope match? Been in a bull rope match?
Probably not. Probably ain't had to.
Have you?
Yes, sir.
I figured that. I figured you pretty much been in a little bit of everything.
Yeah, the one I had, the first one I ever had, and I didn't have many more after that one. I was Tom Redneck.
Ah.
We was tag team partners off and on for years. Me, him, and Sissy Kane, Southern Pride. Off and on, it was either me and Kane, me and Redneck and Kane, just something, you know. And we was, matter of fact, it was where the NBW used to be, Church of Lights. And he turned on me.
Oh.
And the whole story led up to a bull rope match. Cowbell, bull rope, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, the rope, it don't matter to me about the rope.
That fucking bull, that fucking cowbell don't play,
that motherfucker hurts.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
So, and then you know with somebody like Kid Wrestling did, not trying to make me sound bad or anything, but he's gonna try to kill me in there.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking if I don't kill him, he's gonna kill me, you know, so he's trying to kill me first.
Well,
so,
y'all been at each other's throats, man.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, it's not just him. I mean, between me, Guy, and a couple other guys here, it's Kid Wrestling, Red Walker, it's Onyx, it's whatever, man. It's always somebody's going to tie shoestrings together, you know.
It is. It's like it's a battle for EIW going on right now. It's like a constant battle.
Man, I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know, it's like he owns it. Somebody's always trying to take it, and they make you so mad that he always falls right back into it. You know what I'm saying?
If you own it, somebody wants it.
That's right, all the time.
That's the old saying, man. If you got it, somebody wants to take it from you.
Yes.
All right, Kilo. Kind of got that tonight out of the way. What's going on? I guess we do like everybody else always does. Let's start at the beginning, man. When'd you fall in love with pro wrestling?
I can't tell you the age. I can just tell you I was a little bitty. Because I remember it was me, my two uncles, my dad, my mom, we all watched wrestling, you know.
Yeah.
And Memphis wrestling is what I seen first. So we were at the Mid-South Coliseum one night, and I don't remember this, but I've heard so much about it. I feel like I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Downtown Bruno was in the ring. I can't remember who else was in the ring, but I remember him saying Downtown Bruno, and he was on the mic telling, if any of y'all think y'all can whoop us, come on down. Me, they said they had to catch me going down the aisle because I was like, oh, you know. But I think I even loved it before that, man, because honestly, there's a few things in my life that make me happy. My kids.
Yeah.
Riding the bike.
Yeah.
Sometimes my old lady. No, I love her to death. But no, but it's just one of them things, man, you know, I've always loved it, and it just comes natural, you know, so I think about it all the time.
Dude, I've been here, we've been filming, we come here on a regular basis, film here. Man, every time I watch you, you do something out there that I'm like, damn, I can't believe this motherfucker still does this shit. Every time you surprise me with something, it don't matter what it is, you do something that I don't expect you to do.
Well, you know, here's the thing. You've been around this for years. You've been doing this for years. If you don't expect it, they don't expect it, so that's a good thing.
That's the way I look at it, too.
Can I do a lot of what I used to be able to do? No. My body just don't move like it no more. But my brother's not as good, but I do put everything I got into it out there, and I don't care if it's just one-time match. I like to hear the crowd at least go, ooh, at least one time match. Then I know I'm doing my job.
Yeah, that's right.
So, even though I'm 40 years old, I can't do the stuff I used to be able to do, I've got to do something else to take that place.
That's right. But I tell you this, I think you're smoother in the ring. I think your timing's better than you've ever been. I remember you when you used to come through dogs ever so often back in the day. And hell, you've wrestled for damn near every company around that there's been over the last, 20, 25 years maybe?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you've done it all. You've been wrestled at all these companies, man. What makes you still come back? Is it just a love for it? Or you still got something to prove, Kilo?
No, I have nothing to prove.
Nothing to prove.
I mean, no, nothing to prove. I just do it because I love it. I mean, and on top of that, you know, if I was to come here because, you know, my kids wrestle.
Yeah.
If I was to come here and see my son out there wrestling, I'd be back in here next week till I got him.
Yeah.
Them work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if I'm going to do that, why not do it anyways?
I'll tell you what, speaking of your son, he's a pretty damn good hand in the ring his damn self. He's got talent, man.
I'm going to tell you what, D-Lo, I remember when he was just a baby. And he was just getting old enough to walk and talk and all that. And from the time he was old enough to talk, so I called him D-Lo ever since he was a baby. He said, I D-Lo, you Kilo. We're going to be tag team champions. And we was at one point.
There you go.
We got to do that together. I think it was one or two times tag team champions. I'm not sure how many times, but we got to do that. But I remember him probably being 4 years old, standing up on the bed, and I'm standing at the end of the bed, and he does a drop salt on me. As soon as I fall down on the floor, and I remember him hitting the shooting star off the bed on me at 4 years old. And I'm not bullshitting on that. And man, it makes the shit out of me now. It's like, and I watch him, and this is what I tell everybody, man, my son's better than I am. That boy can sell. That boy, he can do anything down the ring. You want him to do anything, you know. And his biggest problem right now, and he'll tell you the same thing. He's never been in that lead spot to be able to, hey, we're going to do this tonight. He's never been in that lead spot until now.
Yeah.
Once he gets past this now, he'll be all around worker as long as he learns from this.
Yeah, he will.
You know,
well, you know how he is.
Like I said, you know, he had never led a match. He's always had somebody lead a match for him.
Yeah.
But he can do any damn thing. So if he can do that, and if he just thinks about it, okay, I can put this here and makes it make sense there, he'll be all right.
You just hit the word and make it make sense.
Yes, sir.
That's the thing. That right there is the whole thing with this whole game. The psychology of it. I don't care how outlandish, whatever it is you're doing, if you can make it make sense to you and the people, it will work. It will work, you know. And one thing with a young guy like that, he just got to get his confidence up. More than anything else, get the experience and his confidence. The more experience he gets, the better his confidence is going to be. And then he's going to go, man. He's got it, dude. He's got moves, man. I'm like you. Athletically, I'm like you. I think he's probably better than you were when you were his age. He just needs the chance, the experience, and then with that comes his confidence rising, and then he's going to shine, man.
See, you know, I always have people in my family that love wrestling, but nobody in my family wrestled, so I was the first one.
Yeah.
And from there, it's still from dad to my cousin wrestled at one time, but he ended up with problems with his foot. He couldn't wrestle anymore. Yeah. He done it for like 3 or 4 years. He wrestled for a while. My wife, my ex-wife, we were Sorry about that. My ex-wife, she started when I started. I was probably 6 months in the business, and she started. We both trained by the same people, but I mean, that's just how it is, you know. I started with me, and then it worked its way down to my wife, to my kids, to my cousin, and then after I got been in here for a minute, man, you make a bond with some of these guys.
Yeah.
And their family too, you know.
Yeah.
Me and I guess we was talking about a couple weeks ago, but me and Gunnar, we've had our arguments. Me and, you know, certain people you don't never become best friends with because you just can't. You can't overlook something.
Yeah.
But everybody, man, if you love them, man, and it's misunderstanding or it was took the wrong way, you have to sit down and talk about it. But anyway, you make a bond with them, and then he had no choice but to be good. You know what I'm saying? He just had no choice, you know, because from the time he was a little bitty, me, Sissy Kane, even Redneck, Galen, Biscuit, so many of us, we out there in the ring working out with him, playing with him, you know. But he had no choice. Marie, funny story about her because she wouldn't like Dylan. She said she wouldn't ever do it. She didn't want to do it. She don't know why we're hurting ourselves, you know. And she was a little bitty thing, but she said, "I'm managing. That's it." Well, I never thought she'd do it.
Yeah.
I was living in Middle Tennessee, and I get a phone call one night, and she's 14 years old, and she tells me, she says, "Dad, I'm gonna wrestle tonight." Huh? What?
Really?
Yeah. I said, "Where you at?" It was right down the road here. At the time, I think, what was it called? AEW, and the Devil's Rejects was booking.
Who now?
The Devil's Rejects was booking.
Ah, Motley and...
no, it was David and... Yeah, David and 187.
187.
187 and 666, my bad. Anyways, Carl and David, and I was like, who told you you could? Just because I'm in Middle Tennessee don't mean you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah, really.
She loved with her mama, you know. And she said, well, Mama said I could, so I got a phone with her, I called her mom. My son started at 14, I didn't agree with none of that. You know, so if I didn't agree with him, I was going to agree for her.
Yeah.
And I called Mama, and she's like, well, yeah, I don't see why not. So I get a phone call, my daughter was like almost crying on the phone with me. And if she knows I tell this, she's going to be mad. And it was, she took a backdrop at night.
Oh.
Look, she took a backdrop at night. And when she hit the mat, her guts released.
Oh, no.
And, you know, not only did it release, she threw Zach O'Brien in the corner, and he sit down in the corner, and she gave him the...
Oh! Hey, she ain't the first one that's happened to.
No, it's not.
There's stories going around of a lot of people who've had that happen. So.
But anyway, she gets embarrassed, she goes to the back to look out, I think in a pair of joint pants or something like that. And she get, I think it was Biscuit or Gun, once she goes tag, they go, oh no. because she felt so when she goes, and she goes to tag with this thing, I was like, nope.
No, this match here just ended, or we're going to have to do an air tag on that one. I don't know.
But she's a tough one, though. And she learned her crap. She's, athletically, Dylan's got spoke feet. She's very athletic, though.
Yeah.
But she's had that chance to be in the league. So she's already got some better psychology than he does. And it's nothing against my son. He's just always had people lead him, and she's been one of the better women, so she's had to lead other women.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not talking bad about all the women, but there's women out there that her and too much in the business had to lead them to make it look right. You know?
There's dudes out there. We all started the same way. We didn't start out calling matches. We started out doing what the fuck we was told, man.
The first time I ever gave a drop kick in the ring in front of a crowd, you know where I hit him at? Right here. Because my body was way up here, my legs were down, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was so nervous. So I mean, don't know if it's going to ring the best thing there is.
Well, you know, talking about nervous. You don't ever want to not be nervous. Even to this day, even just doing this right now, I got little butterflies right now just doing this. Even just coming to the show, even if I ain't gonna do nothing, I get them butterflies.
Yeah.
And you don't want to lose them butterflies, but you want to be able to control that nervousness, you know, and use it to your advantage, you know. It's good to have the butterflies. It's good to be nervous because that means you care about it.
Oh yeah. I go out there every week and you don't let the crowd see it, but man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm about to shit myself every time, you know, because it's like, I don't care if it's 10 people or if it's 10,000 people. It's the fact of, if I'm entertaining one and they're having a good night because of me, it's worth it.
Dude, if I get out there, I get tunnel vision. Like you said, it could be back here looking out there, you could be like, shit, there ain't but 14 people. But once I step in the ring, I done forgot all about thinking but 14 people.
Right.
You know, you get that tunnel vision and you give the same performance. You should give the same performance for that 14 or 14,000. You know,
Right.
you know. Let me ask you this, Kilo. You hit on it, and I know a lot of guys don't like to mention who they were trained by.
Oh.
I don't know why. Some do, some don't. But in my opinion, you know, it's good to be trained by somebody that knows their stuff. But it's still more about once you got in the business, how you turned out, how good you ended up being, how well you adapted to this. So do you want to tell us who you were trained by?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. 23 years ago. Matter of fact, the guy that trained me was only 4 years in the business at the time. He had no business training. He'll tell you that now, you know, I had no business trying to train somebody.
Yeah.
But it was not by nature rude.
Oh, no shit.
Yep. It was 23 years ago. He was 4 years in the business, and he trained me, man. And him and I got to give props to Ricky Murdoch. Rude training, Ricky kind of helped him, you know.
Yeah.
Because he was there, he done spots so Rude could watch, you know. But when it comes to who trained you, it was Rude.
Well, Rude's a hell of a worker himself, man. He's a hell of a talent. The last time he was here, he's out there doing stuff that it's like a hot tag, you know. When you make that hot tag and you finally get that hot tag and then people pop, well, if you're the heel and you're come feeding in, you should bump. You should bump at least, if it's a tag match, you both should bump at least twice, and then you can pair off. If it's a single match, you need to bump at least 2 or 3 times for that. Well, it wouldn't be a single match with a hot tag,
Right,
but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you on
and
that.
guys don't do that, and the minute you make that hot tag, and that hot tag can be as hot as ever, and you go to, the babyface come in and hit them with something, and they don't bump, the crowd immediately dies right then, and you don't get them back. You know, and Rude, that's what I told him the last time he was here. They worked their match, and they get the hot tag, and as soon as it happened, Rude fed in and started bumping, and the crowd kept rising. And that's what it's supposed to be done. So that's what a lot of modern wrestlers lose the fact. They're losing the art of it.
Yes.
They're better athletes. They do so much more shit than we ever dreamed of. But they're losing the art of wrestling, what it's really about.
Right.
You know, controlling your audience, bringing them to where you want them to be, when you want them to be there, bringing them up, setting them down. You know, and that's something that you learn just from experience being in there working. I'm pretty sure you're like I was. Most of my learning was on the job, in the ring, fucking up, and then figuring out, oh shit, you know.
Well, Rude told me from the time you start training, your best trainer's going to be when you finally get in the ring in front of people. He said, just trust me, you're going to know when you fucked up.
That's right.
You're going to
That's
know.
right.
They're going to let you know. So, now, if I've trained anybody, I do the same thing. Let me tell you, I can get you to here, and I can keep working with you, but being out in front of a crowd, this is just what I learned. Because you're either going to stop getting embarrassed and learn it, or if you're going to keep getting embarrassed, they're just not going to give you a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you go out there and stupid, so.
You ain't got no choice but to learn it like that.
That's right.
You either
That's right.
learn it or you don't work. It's simple
That's
as
right.
that.
I mean, and the thing about it is I've been at shows where the booker put a green guy against a green guy. No. I understand doing that sometimes in there, but make sure both green guys, or just whichever one, have at least 4 or 5 good veterans that they worked a little program with. And ain't gonna be nothing major, just a little program with 4 or 5 good veterans, and then he should be okay to be in that match with another greenhorn.
That's right.
You know, and but that's working a little program or a big. How can they want to do it? Just 4 or 5 veterans before they go to another greenhorn, because you put a greenhorn in a greenhorn, neither one knows shit. They don't know their ass on the hole in the ground. I mean,
I'm a firm believer in that. I believe that you got new guys coming in. You should always put them with guys that have enough experience to take them in there and lead them along slowly.
Yes.
Don't try to push them where they shouldn't be, because
No.
I mean, you could kill them. You could, at the least, you break their confidence. You know, you break a dude's confidence. Sometimes they don't ever get it back. Some dudes who were good and could be good get their confidence broke, and they slide out of the business, and they never know what they might have done because they never give it a shot. You know.
You're right, but then you got guys like me that I don't think I'll ever stop. You know,
Dude.
even when if I can't walk, somebody's pushing me in that ring, so I can go out there and go whoever go, or hit somebody with the damn stick, something. You know, I'm gonna be out there for something. I mean, so.
Hey, dude, I'm the same way. I don't know about getting back in the ring, but I love being around the business. I love being I love just coming like we do and filming and watching you guys. You know, I don't think you ever get it out of your system. You know what I mean? If you really love this stuff, I don't think you ever get it out of your system completely.
If you ever do, just if you really love it and you ever do just get out and don't come back to it, it's because something's happened.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, you said you've been doing it 23 years, so what's that put us at? What year did you actually start?
Let me make sure I'm right here. Well, when I say 23, it's soon to be 23, it's right at it. I started in May of 99.
99. So basically, the times that you slid into dogs a few times, you were just...
Oh, I was just starting.
Okay, see, I didn't realize that. I thought you had been working longer than that, because I'll be honest with you, just watching you back then, from what I remember, you looked like you had been working longer than that.
I got lucky. When I first broke into business, I got to work my trainer everywhere I went. So, working with him in front of a crowd, with him being the one to train me,
yeah,
I learned so much easier like that.
Yeah.
You know, so when I got that chance to venture out, because he told me, he said, when I get done with you, he said, I'm going to get your first few bookings, and if they want you, they'll keep you. If not, you're on your own to find your other bookings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, like I said, you know, it's worth it. I don't even know where we was at anymore because I was thinking so much other shit. What was the question? I messed up. I mean, I know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, I don't know where we're at because something else popped in my head.
Well, it was, what year did you start?
What year was 99? And working with Root, I mean, you said you see me down there, I was probably maybe a year and a half in the business at the time I come down there.
Yeah.
And because I remember what you're talking about, and I got lucky, like you said, working with Root in front of the crowd, and I got to work with a couple other guys. I was able to take what I found out, what I learned, and use it on these younger guys, the same guys that started when I did, but they didn't get the chance, you know.
Yeah.
So now I'm teaching them, and one of the best feelings is when you know somebody don't know what they're doing, but they're trying really hard, and they actually start learning from you.
Yeah.
It's one of the best feelings in the world. It's like teaching kids.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it was good for me to be able to work with Rude. I got to work with Rude, Motley's a hell of a guy, worker, man. I mean, I don't give a damn if you're fucking 40 years in the business. He's always going to teach you something.
Yes.
I don't care, you know.
Yes.
And one of the best workers there ever was. I mean, he didn't get looked at the way he should have been, but Motley could get in that ring and go, and the whole time he's going, he's talking shit to you, but he's teaching you at the same time.
He took me, and the main thing he done to me is got me in there and slowed me down. Really took me, and instead of just whining about me being too stiff or whatever, or too rough,
yeah,
he took me in there, and he just taught me how to work, basically, you know. I mean, I could do all the moves and stuff, but I was doing them 90 to nothing.
Right.
Just running right through them.
You didn't slow down and let the crowd notice what was going on, let them pay attention to the story you're telling.
Run some spots.
Man.
He taught me how to run spots, you
yes,
know.
And the thing about it is, and tell me if you agree with me on this. As a big guy, man, you ain't got to do as much as I do. Because when you draw back, you hesitate and let the crowd see what you're doing, and you knock the shit out of them. It's so much more than when I draw back and hit them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wish I was a bigger guy sometimes.
Well, see, that's what I loved about working with Motley. Most big guys only want to do big guy shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't trained that way. Since day one, I wanted to work with the boys. I wanted to run spots,
right.
You know. Motley was the first one to get me in there and take me under his wing a little bit and grab me, settle me down, and show me the right way to do it, to do the spots, to get the big man part over, but also do it in a wrestling aspect, not just having guys fly off of me and run into me and fly off of me. Motley's one of the best ever, one of the most underrated, maybe the most underrated guy around this territory that wasn't a big name.
Right, and I'm gonna go further now. I'm gonna say anywhere he's ever wrestled, whatever state it was, he's very underrated wherever he went.
No, he's one of the top guys. He's one of the top workers, period, in the ring.
Yes.
Like, he's better than a ton of big names in the ring, you know.
Yeah, he is. I mean, and the thing about it is Motley's how old now?
Well, he's got to be.
He's down there 60, ain't he?
He's got to be mid-50s. I'm 47, so.
Okay. And he'll still, and is he, I mean, I hadn't seen him wrestle probably about a year, but I know the last time I seen him wrestle, the man was moved around the ring a whole lot better than most of them 20-year-olds do.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's still.
Which I feel like I do sometimes, but watching him, I'm like, I'm 40 years old. At that age, I ain't gonna be able to do that. How the fuck does he do that?
See, Motley's like you, though. He's one of them guys, he loves this shit with all his heart. And Motley's one of them dudes, he gonna die doing something with wrestling. He gonna do it till the day he dies. Probably in the ring, he'll do it till the day he dies, or till he just so crippled he can't get in there, so old he can't get in there. You know.
Right. And you know, when I first started, I was scared to about it. But the intimidation look, and it was just him. It wasn't him trying to intimidate you. It was just him. Man, I was 18 years old. I was scared shitless, man. I was scared shitless.
No, Molly's a good dude. He's, truth be told, he's touched pretty well all the independent workers around this territory, from Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Missouri. Molly used to get me some of my best bookings when I first broke in. Used to take me, hell, he took me to Bill Ash's, took me to Missouri to work for Butch Reed,
right.
All cause of Motley, you know. I'm like, yeah, I got this kid here, you know. I didn't know shit, you know. I'm green as hell, so I couldn't get a booking if I wanted to,
right.
you know.
Right.
But he did that for me because I guess he seen something he liked. I spent most of my first time working against Motley, you know.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with Motley. Motley can get along with anybody in the business as long as they got potential and they try.
And they respect this
business.
business. That's right.
Motley can get along with anybody. If you don't respect this business, you're gonna know he knows that, because Motley's gonna let you know out the ring. He's gonna bring your ass up. He's gonna stretch you out a little bit, you know. And that's the thing about Motley. And Motley's a good dude. I mean, we've had our falling out. Of course, everybody has.
Yeah.
If you've been friends too long, you've always had at least one or two falling outs. If you hadn't, young friends. But I love Motley to death. I got much respect for Motley, and he's one of them guys, man. Just he teach you anytime, you know.
Yeah.
I just love him, man. I mean, really. Will we be buddy buddies back here? No, because we're not buddy buddies like that no more. He lives where he lives. I live where I live. We got separate lives.
Yeah.
You know, but picking at Motley and ribbing at Motley was always fun too, because Motley was like, "Hey kid, stop! Fuck you, kid."
Well, you know what's strange about this business is you can work around somebody every night of the week for however long, and then in one fell swoop, one of y'all go opposite direction. You might not even see each other for 4, 5, 6 years, you know. But then when you get back together, it's like you never left. It's like you've been with each other every day, you know.
Right.
Well, let me hit you with this, Kilo. I know you've worked down near all these different companies, a lot that's still here, and probably a few that ain't here no more. Kind of give us a rundown of where all you have worked around here.
I started, my first match ever was in Gibson, SWA. Mid-South Wrestling Alliance.
Killer.
Yes, Killer.
Okay.
I went from there to NWA, WWF, or WWF, NWA, whichever one it was. I can't remember. Because that's a lot of damn letters. But
really,
anyways, I went from there. Me, Redneck, and Kane went from Gibson to Dyersburg here. It was over by the truck stop when we first got here. I used to watch them over in
Peppermint Pond.
Well, not at Peppermint Pond, but Country Nights.
Well, Country Nights.
DCW was at Peppermint Pond.
Yeah.
But I wrestled 1 or 2 matches over at Country Nights. But we come in over at the truck stop, and it was three fucking greenhorns. And we went from there. First of all, let me tell you this real quick. Poker wore me the fuck out in there in WWF. When I say that, he was trying to, you know, Poker's rough anyways.
You talking about Poker Face?
Yes.
Okay.
Poker Face, if he don't have his glasses on, you're going to get hit at least 1 or 2 good damn times. I'm telling you. He's going to knock the shit out of you.
He got broke in the hard way. He got broke in at Dogs.
Yes.
And he got broke in the rough way. He got broke in by Dog, McClarity. I helped break him in. Poker Face is a hell of a worker, man.
Yes.
He is a hell of a talent, you know.
So we done like a hardcore match, and he hit me with the fucking VCR. Boom. I go down. Well, when I go down, he takes the jumper cable and sticks them to my pants. Cause I had pants on there real loose, but he caught right, you know. And of course he does the whole battery thing. I jam, you know. And I get up, man. When I get up, he hits me so damn hard with the chair that somebody says, "Bam!" and flips around, bam, knocks me smooth out.
Damn.
You know, I don't remember what happened right after that, but I do remember getting back up and still working. And because I remember, as I was getting up, I remember things coming back to me. And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm in the ring." Of course, my legs were wobbling, you know.
Really?
Yeah, and I told him, I said, "Ho." I said, "Where were we here?" You know, and he realized what was going on, and finally got my senses back, and probably worked another good 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And he took it home.
Well, back then there wasn't no stop the match.
No, it still ain't. It shouldn't be now.
You know. Yeah. Kilo, you know, they don't know, but we're doing this for podcast too. So I'm gonna have to stop this and restart it. But the YouTube camera's on, so we keep right on rolling. Give me just a second here.
Yes, sir.
Let's just keep going because this is the first time I've ever done the podcast thing. So,
well, from WWF, I went to DCW one time, no, twice, something like that. From there, I went to Kentucky, to Hard Kentucky for old school wrestling.
Okay.
There's been a few other companies, not a whole lot in Kentucky I've done a whole lot for, but there's a few little ones that was like fly by night.
Yeah.
You know, they run one or two shows and they're out of money, can't do it no more. I worked for a couple of them up there. Let's see, LAW. Worked for LAW. And at one point, man, there was like 4 shows running around here, and it was like LAW. They done the DCWA, and they done, what was the other one across town there? The other one across town, what was it called? It was anyways, it was 3 promotions, and two of the promotions were the same person.
Yeah.
You know, and so I worked for all of them, and then I went from doing a bunch of shows in Mississippi, doing a bunch of shows in Illinois. Can't remember the name of the companies. Brian Steele used to run a company. I worked for him. Did some days in Nashville for NWA. What's it called up there? Right there in Nashville. Anyways, it was NWA. Did some things up there because we worked Motley and them up there. I worked for Citizen Kane's promotion for a long time. It was SAW.
SAW?
Yes, SAW. Let's see. To be honest, there's so many that did that. I mean, and the thing about it is, I should be able to just pop them off, but
nah, you know how that is. There's so many come and gone.
Right, you can't remember half of them.
You made the rounds too, so.
Yes, and now one of my favorite people to work for was Coach BT, and the reason why is because when it first started the CCW, BT was the main booker.
Yeah. And
then it went from that to where he was like, all right, I'm gonna be the main one. I'm not just gonna be the only one. I'm the main one. I need you guys to help me.
Yeah.
And he most like it was BT, it was Mark Justice, Paul Justice, Cade, not Kane, but Cade, BT, Girl Candy, which at the time was Viper.
Okay.
And one more person, I can't remember who it all was. Well, he took all them guys that had money in on it to start the show.
Yeah.
They helped him with it, and then he took 1 or 2 more guys that was in the dressing room that kind of knew what they were doing, like me and Psycho had me in it. This is what it was, Psycho. Me and I can't remember Biddy, and which half the time we didn't listen to Biddy, but you know, because Biddy he starts out real good, but by the time he gets to the end, it's way off track, you know. But anyways, and Biddy was one of them, and he would just get so into it. Like we done a tag team Ironman match one night. It was me. Who was it? Yeah, it was me and Kate, just Girl Candy and Mark Justice tonight. At the time, like you said, he was going by Christian Jacobs, but not Girl Candy yet.
Yeah.
And well, they got the win on us, but we went forever, man, before anybody ever got the first pin. As we got that first pin, because we got the first pin on them. But Coach BT's over behind the announcer's desk, and you can hear him 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I'm about to get off. You can hear him no matter where he was at. If he was laying down there and taking a pin, or if you was on, if the camera was up there, you heard him. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And he just got so excited into it, man, and I enjoy seeing that.
Biddy's a hell of a talent, man.
Yes.
He's a little bit of a loose cannon.
Well, I was talking about BT doing that.
Oh, BT.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, Biddy isn't not a bit of a loose cannon. He's a loose cannon.
He's a loose cannon,
Yeah.
But he's a hell of a talent.
Yes, he is, and he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
I used to not like Biddy. When I first met Biddy, Biddy was, just steadily Ricky Royal, didn't have the big gimmick yet.
Yeah.
And to me, I never talked to the man, because he had already left by the time I started over at WWF. I never talked to him, and he just seemed like an asshole to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just seemed like an asshole, which that was me thinking, you know, just assuming because I think chance to get to know him.
Yeah.
But no, Peter's a good dude. He just comes off his asshole. Don't mean to. If you know, if this like this, there's no gray area with me.
You either love him or you hate his ass. One of the two.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Kilo. I mean, you've worked everybody there is to work around here. Who's some of your favorite opponents?
Man, I can
Who
tell you,
is your favorite opponent? Let's
easy.
boil it down like that. Who's your most favorite opponent?
My favorite opponent, man, and you're probably not going to believe it when I tell you this. Biscuit. Because me and Biscuit have had some of the best fucking matches I've had in my whole career. And we gel together just so good.
You know, I ain't never met him. I don't think I've ever met him.
No,
I think he was...
And I'm talking about a kid, now I say kid because he's younger than me, but I'm talking about a kid that's had open heart surgery.
Yeah.
He's this big around. He can't breathe. You know, he breathes, and that's how he breathes. He's like, and the first time I ever heard it, he was riffing. He went down to make the pin, and he said, 1. I said, whoa, dude, sorry. He scared shit. I didn't know he breathed that way. But he breathes like that during the match. During the match and everything, you know. So, and anything you ask him to do, man, he's right on time. Anything he wants to do. If you're not on time, he waits on you. If if you go fast, he goes fast.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what, he's gonna be right there with you.
Most of the places I've seen him, I've just seen him in video from like TIWF. Good kid, man. A good worker, man.
Well, you know, and the thing about it is he's easy too, and that's the best thing about him because he's easy. You know he's hurt, but he don't kill. He don't hurt you. I mean, you feel it, but he don't kill you, nothing like that. And anything you ask him, man, I guarantee you, he's gonna. It ain't gonna be one time he's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
When he's supposed to be, and he's so smooth.
We gets that shit from Sarge, running with Sarge too. I think he's pretty much him and Sarge run pretty tight, don't they?
Well, they do, they don't, they do, they don't. I mean, because they're good friends, but sometimes they're around each other. Sometimes, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, you know, it's just one of them things where they don't. I think they live right down the road from each other, if I'm not mistaken. But one day Sarge go there, one day Biscuit go there, and then all of a sudden it stops for a while. You know what I'm saying? This is how it is. And but no, Biscuit, and yeah, you're right. He does get to me, and other guys he's worked with, like Molly, you know, and all that.
Yeah.
But Biscuit is just so smooth, man. So that's my favorite right here, number one.
All right, well, this might get you some heat right here, and you can not answer it if you don't
No,
want to.
I'll answer any damn thing.
I'm cool with that because I fully understand. But who do you dread working?
Man, gay. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, honestly, I don't think I have a number one on that because I hate everybody. No, I'm just playing. No, there's like 4 guys that I really dread getting in the ring with, and I'd almost much rather go back home before I get in the ring with them.
Yeah.
And when I'm don't even wrestle no more, SJR Rich. I don't know if you remember him when I worked Killer. I mean, that should tell you something, you know. And it's nothing against Killer. It's just Killer had bookers that would put anybody in there.
Yeah, I only worked for Killer like twice, maybe 3 times.
Okay, I think you probably started before he did.
You know.
Not long ago, because he started about the time I did. Let's see. There was this guy, man, and this is crazy, because I remember the name really well. He's down in, Stanton, not Stanton, but, oh shit. Anyway, it's down towards Memphis way a little bit, but they had a guy there named, John Michael. Not the John Michael everybody else knows.
Okay.
Trendsetter, it's not him.
All right.
But it was it was like, he was dark complected, he had black hair, and he was short. And he went by John Michael's, man, and just, yeah, I dread working with him. I mean, to the point of, after I got out of the ring at night, the first time I worked him, I went to the dressing room, I looked at the booker, I said, you're putting me in the ring with him again, I'm off. He's like, why? I said, because he don't fucking listen. He can't do shit. Don't ever put me back in the ring, because if you do, I'm walking.
Well, I fully understand that, man. You can get in the ring. I mean, there's other killer workers you get in there with that are competent in every way. But for some reason, there's certain guys you just don't gel good with in the ring.
Right, and it's not just that, though. You know, it's the fact that if the kid would have said, soon as when we walked back, the kid would have said, "Kid, I'm sorry, I'm trying, man." That'd been one thing. But he acted like he didn't do shit wrong. And I'm not this type of person, but any mess up that happened in that match that night was him.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you if I messed up. Because if I can acknowledge I messed up, that means I can fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, he acted like he did nothing wrong. So that on top of just him not being at work.
Did he even know better though? Did he even really know that he actually should have?
In the back, man, we was talking through the match, not over the whole match, but getting little things together.
Yeah.
And he acted like he knew what he was talking about. I mean, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. So we get out there and it was a different guy talking to me in the dressing room, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been in the ring with guys. You talk to them in the back, and you go over a few little spots you might want to do. And I'm a big calling in the ring guy anyway. Maybe if you got a good start, we want to start with.
And
we got our finish, But other than that, man, I'm a call it in the ring type dude.
And then there's one more, and it's a tag team. And I can't remember the name of the tag team, and I can't remember their names. But I can tell you, if you go back, and I'm not trying to put any promotion over, so don't think like that. To TIWF,
yeah,
Zay and Kilo versus somebody, I can't remember who it was, they're from Kentucky. Man, don't even know. That's another one now. Because in the back there, it's like they knew what they was doing. But in the ring, they didn't know shit.
Yeah. Ain't nothing worse than going out there and having a shit match, especially if you're like me. I'm my worst critic.
Right.
I mean, you know how it is. Motley's the best at this. You have a shit match, you come through that curtain, Motley gonna tell you that's a fucking shit right there.
Right.
That was the shit. Now, if you have a good match, he gonna tell you that too. Good shit, man.
Good example of me. I'm usually not an asshole, but it was just a few weeks back. I tell you, with Gallon, and we had a match with these two kids.
We filmed it. I seen it. I seen you. I seen Galen get frustrated with him and tagged you in, and Galen look on his face like, see what you can do with these motherfuckers. I seen it, dude. I seen it.
And them two guys, when they walked back to the base, and I wasn't trying to be an ass man, but I said, do you know what constructive criticism is? They said, yeah. I said, well, this is not that. And then I started telling them, that sucked. That fucking sucked. You can watch, and I told him, I said, you can go to YouTube, and you can look at this guy and say, that motherfucker sucks. Or that dude's good. He said, yeah. I said, can you not watch yourself?
Dude, I'm a firm believer in that. If you see your shit, and your shit sucks, and you ain't the first one that notices that shit fucking blows, then you need to get on out now. You got a problem. You're either delusional, or you're just too stupid to realize that shit fucking sucks.
You should be your own worst critic.
That's right. That's right.
Because if it don't look like you, then you know it don't look like the people.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm fully with you on that.
But that's the three.
Well, Kilo, let me ask you this, man. How long do you think you'll continue to do this? Will it be till the day you die, or do you got a set time that you...
I would like to say no, it wouldn't be till the day I die. I'll get out of it before then.
But you will.
I can't tell you that. I feel like I might, but I feel like I may not. Because it's one of the things where, like, this week I can come out here and work and do shit that I ain't done in a long time and go home and I'm okay tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then again, tomorrow I might be walking bent over too, like Shawn Michaels used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know it. So now, if my breathing don't get any much better than another 4 or 5 years, that's about it.
Yeah, well...
And then my brother's going to get to the point to where I'm not going to be dying or nothing, but it's going to be like, I can't even run across the ring no more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's when the experience helps you out there.
Right.
You know how to pace it, and you know what to do and not to do, and put the other motherfucker running.
Right, and the thing about it is I love to be baby. Not because of the fans, or anything like that. I like to sell. I love to sell.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to do. 2 favorite things, if I get by with doing one drop kick and selling, I'm good.
Selling's a lost art right now.
Yes.
I mean, really, without the sale, nobody buys none of the shit we do to you if you're a heel.
And that's my thing. I want the person I'm working, if they're listening, or if they got experience, but if they're a kid, if they're listening, I want to make that person look as good as I can.
Yeah.
And I feel like, not to my own horn or anything, but I feel like I'm one of the best sellers there is in West Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting myself over. It's just I like it. That's my art. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it is the art. It really the sale. Without the sale, the people ain't buying it. That's just simple as that. I can kick the shit out of you, and if you don't sell none of it, it's just dead fucking air right there.
Right. And and I can also tell you when I get lazy in the ring. I see myself, and I know when I get lazy, and I cuss myself out, but I try to fix it, but it's as loud as you can,
Yeah.
And I do get lazy in the ring, and I understand people get lazy, but when you just don't listen and shit like that, no. But yeah, I ain't given like 4 or 5 good years.
Well, I'll tell you what,
that's a lot of it. It was guys like that. It's the reason why you go home the next day and you can't really walk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I get you.
Unless you've actually done this, most people don't realize the stress reliever it really is.
Man.
I mean, when you go out, especially now, it's one thing when you go out and have a shit match, and then it adds more stress to you when you come back. But when you went out there and everything has just went fucking perfect, and you've had the most killer match, man, when you come home, now me, I can't go to sleep. I'll be up all fucking night, still running that. Either way, whether it's a bad match or a good match, I spend all night still running it through my head.
I'm one of those type of guys that did. A shit match me bothering me so bad, I look for one good thing I do, or one good thing that makes sense, that worked for everybody. And I still stay pissed off myself, and I try to set myself on that one thing. Okay,
yeah.
We got this right. Maybe next time we get at least two or three things right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to do that, but at the same time, I understand that, you know, especially shit matches, like, man, fuck.
We all have them, though. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care how good you are from the very top. The Rock, he's had some shit matches, you know.
The thing about it is if you're not pissed off at yourself, we're going to be pissed off at you, but we understand. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has shit matches. And I get pissed off at myself so easily because of that, man. Because I automatically, I want to go to blame myself. And then I sit here and think, no. Or, yeah, that was me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And having the best match of the night, it feels just as bad as, it feels just as good as having a shit match feels bad.
Bad,
You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
So I mean, you bring it back and forth like that, and it like you said, good match, it feels just as bad as, good as awesome, bad as not having the best match. But anyways, like, it's like, me and Ty Blade, man. Me and Ty Blade went out there one night wrestling, and we had probably a 20, 25 minutes match. And by the time we got done with the match, he hit me with I was on the show, he hit me upside down on the shoulder, he hit me with the BDT out of it, right? 1, 2, 3. And as he's leaving the ring, and I first stand up, the crowd was standing up on the feet to fight.
Oh, yeah.
So that was one of them nights. And then right down the road here, me, my daughter, and my son had a triple threat one night, and the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," and that was a good feeling because, you know, and this referee screwed up through the belt out of you. But anyways.
Well, you know, I'm glad you mentioned that again, your kids. It's got to be amazing to have had the experience of actually, like, your son tagging with him, and just your kids being in your business with you and participating. Tell us about that, man. That's I've got kids, they're little right now, and I mean, I can imagine, dude. How does the...
You know how it feels whenever you take the kid and they're playing softball, baseball, t-ball, whatever, and especially as a little leaguer, and he gets that first home run.
Yes.
Remember how he feels whenever, you know, he comes around that corner right there and he hits that plate, and the crowd's just cheering for him because he got that home run?
Yeah.
It feels a whole lot better than that. I mean, it really does, because no matter how long I do it or how long they do it, I got to see some shit that out of my kids that a lot of people don't see their kids do, or their kids won't do or can't do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's an experience everybody don't just get to have.
Right.
You know, and this business itself is not like any other sport or business.
No.
You know, so and me personally, I think wrestlers love wrestling more than other athletes love their sports. I just do. I just believe it because they get paid for that shit. They get millions of dollars. Most of the time, we do this shit damn near for free because we love it, because we need the experience, want the experience. And when you get past that point, you just do it because you love it, because it's like a drug. It's in your system, and you can't kick it, you know?
Man, look, not trying to bring nothing up crazy, you know, I'm a recovering addict. And you're right, wrestling is like that drug. It just don't do the bad things to you that the drug does to you.
That's right.
You know, and I was getting ready I retired for 4 months one time. Woo-hoo, but
Damn.
And then the thing about it was I retired for 4 months, man, and I really thought I was done. But within 4 months, because I was hurting so bad all the time, but within that 4 months, I got to feeling better, and I started hurting again. It's like, man, because my body was used to that bumping and banging, you know.
Yes.
And then on top of that, every weekend, man, or whenever I was supposed to wrestle, whenever I was wrestling, it was like, I'm sitting at home, I'm going, oh man, I could be here tonight. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I love my wife and I love my kids, but my kids done their things, and me and the wife used to sit at home. Well, the old lady sit at home at that time now, but you know, And I was like, man, what am I doing here? You know, we'd be out with friends, like we hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come back. And I thought about retiring, but I knew to myself, I tell myself, yep, we like when we got to retire every 5 years now. You know,
You've got to retire 47 times.
You're going to come back because you miss it and you love it.
Yeah.
So why do that? If I need a week off, I'm gonna take that week off. You know, I may still be here because, you know, I help out with them. You know, not a whole lot of things, but I help out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be here, but I may not be resting because I need that week off.
Yeah.
And if I tell Callan, hey, give me this week off, he knows me. Well, no, that if I'm asking for a week off, I'm either hurting or something's going on.
Yeah, I'm with you. Everybody used to do this night in, night out, week in, week out.
Yes.
And you just run, you know, you don't take a break until something forces you to take a break. And then by that time, usually you're injured, you're at least hurt, or you just burn out in the mines, you know.
You know, I've been very lucky, and I've been very lucky to stay credible with the kids. I mean, the crowd, not the kids, but stay credible with the kids because I haven't really ever just changed my what is this? What are we looking at here? What is going on down there?
What the hell is going on around here?
What is he doing coming out from underneath the
People
table on
just
these?
appearing from under tables, man.
Anyways,
hey, hold on. Anything can happen here. Mr. H.R. Johnson on YouTube and on Anchor the podcast. You never know what's going to happen.
Well,
we seen it,
because he really put me on. Where was he at? Where was I at?
Talking about the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, you got to connect with them in the crowd, man, and I've been able to stay relevant and, you know, pretty tight with them because I haven't ever really just changed my gimmick except one time. But other than that, it's always been Kilo, and it's not, might have been this rendition or this rendition, but it's still Kilo no matter how you look at it because I'm not really a different person. It's just I'm doing kind of a different gimmick, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really doing nothing different. Except for the one time I wanted to come in and see O.J. Moore was my partner. And I had just got out of jail. And I was in jail for a minute, you know, and I was thinking, you know, what would be good? I've been gone for this long, they know me, but I've done the same thing over and over and over, you know. So how would they remember me again? When I come back in, I had the thing where I had dyed my hair black, my goatee and all that black. I wore black and white, and I wore leather jacket to ring, and I had mascara on where it was running down my face. Yeah. And I would put contacts in sometimes, you know, and I changed my music to Godsmack, I believe it was. No, but it was Five Finger Death Punch, Righteous Side of Heaven, or, you know what I'm saying, Righteous Side of Heaven, something of hell. But anyways, I come out to that, and at the front of that, we added, you remember the song by Motley Crue or Metallica, whoever it was, Welcome to, come on, Shout the Devil, wasn't that Motley Crue? Motley Crue, Shout the Devil. You know, remember how that first come on, what was it called?
Helter Skelter?
Yeah, we put that the front of my song.
Yes.
You know, and I come out and the lights were off and everything like that, you know, and I went talking to Mike. And Jay Moore was my first manager for one night, and he done was talking, I just sit on the corner like Kurt Brady used to do. So my gimmick, to me, I try to put it in between Raven and Bray. Yeah. At the time, because I love the way Bray was working his, and I've always liked Raven. He might not have been the best worker in the world in the ring, but he had a hell of a gimmick, and he got to get it over.
The best, one of the fucking best gimmicks, one of the best characters, not just gimmick. He's a character. I mean, you got to really, he's deep too. Take that character layer and layer and layer like an onion. You know?
But I took myself and I tried to put me in between them. Yeah. And I was sitting in the corner like Raven and wouldn't talk, and then we moved up here because we went out one night here. We moved up here, and after that, I didn't have any more anymore. He just left. Yeah. So I did the gimmick where I didn't ever talk. Never talk. I come out, Mike, whoever's on the mic, we put over the fact, you know, Kilo's just spent some time in jail. He's in a dark place right now. And I would come out, the tears, or whatever it was, I go in there, man, and I just had no remorse. It was like I couldn't feel nothing, but I didn't care about it. You know, I did this game. It was like, you know, it was like, I want to hurt somebody, but I want to get hurt too. Yeah. You know, so I had some of my best matches in. Me and Rocky did a scaffold match. I don't know how many bumps I took off his scaffold, you know, being stupid. But anyways, I mean, I can't say much more about that but that, you know. Yeah. And that's the gimmick. I mean, it was all just dark. And I wanted to go back to that a couple of times, but I can't find the right reason to.
No, dude, right here, right now.
Right, it would be.
All right, look, we're fixing to have to.
Yeah.
We got about 5 minutes left, dude. I've loved it. I think what we're gonna have to do somewhere down the line is do a part 2 to this,
Okay.
if you're up for it, because I just feel like there's a whole lot more that we ain't even delved into. But I gotta ask you this because I love it. My favorite fucking thing, everybody's favorite bad guy. Where the fuck did you come up with that, or did someone say it or something? How did you get that, man?
For real, that was an accident.
That's how the best shit happens.
That was an accident, and it's not even my accident. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my song is Medicaid by.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyways, Billy, whatever her last name is, done that song Bad Guy.
Yeah.
And I love the song itself, and I love the way she said, right where she kind of like whispered, I'm the bad guy. Well, I was talking about that back here one night, you know, about putting that in front of my song, and that night, I didn't have it, but, what's his name? Security guard. He was doing an announcement for a minute. Craig, I think that's his name?
Yeah,
Craig.
as good as mine.
I go to the ring, and I go up on the rope, and he said, it's everybody's back, and it right there started.
Hey, I love that. You can ask her. I love that shit. I love that in the intro of this that you didn't see because you was late getting here. That's how I introduce you as everybody's favorite bad guy and the king of outlaw shit. Hey, and I'm going to tell you something about that. The one thing good about the everybody's favorite bad guy, it gives you the license to be a baby face, but do ill shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love it. It's perfect, Kilo. It fits you to the T. Man, I've enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this.
Real quick, one more story. I got to
Go ahead. You got 4 minutes.
While he's not in here, we're out there doing. It was me and Mark Justice was getting ready to wrestle Biscuit and Gallon one night, and we're on a mic and Biscuit Gallon's the Hills, and seriously, there's nothing wrong with Gallon, but during that mic spill, we was like, man, what's wrong with y'all chicken shit? And Gallon looks at me so seriously on the mic and goes, no, I got hemorrhoids. Like that right there. You know, it's supposed to be all serious, right?
Yeah.
I lost it.
I would have too, man.
I lost it.
Hey, them hemorrhoids is a bitch, man.
Right.
I'll be honest with you.
You know, he's record, there wasn't nothing wrong with him. He's laughing, cutting up, but at the time he goes, no, I got hemorrhoids.
We ain't doing no fucking leg drops.
Right.
We ain't doing no ass bumps off of anything.
And then I think it was a couple of nights before that, me and Payne went out there as Biscuit and Wheezy. Remember Swag Boys or whatever they call them?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, we went out there. I had a pair of shorts on, boots on, and my hair all braided up. Acting like Biscuit, and T-Pain was acting like Wheezy. Well, I'm out there and I told you he's got that breathing problem. He's got a
he's wheezing.
Well, it's not just wheezing, but he's got that pacemaker.
Oh, I didn't realize that, man.
Yes, he's got
I knew he
pacemaker.
had some heart issues, but I didn't realize he had a
Yeah, I can
pacemaker.
tell you a story about that, but I know you ain't got time. But anyways, we done them one night, and I'm out there and I'm going, talking shit on the mic about this, and I go, and Payne reached over and slapped me in the chest a couple times. I go, all right, I'm better now. Right there, and Biscuit's standing right there in front of me, and all he can say is, you motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your ass. And he's trying not so hard not to laugh. And what really got him is I said, you got anything to say, Wheezy? He goes, I'm wheezing. That's all it was. That's all it was. And Biscuit and Wheezy both lost it. And we, of course, when they lost it, we had our get together because we was laughing so fucking hard. I mean, but that's like.
That's how you bond too.
Man, it's some of the best shit, you know.
Yes, that's how you bond with guys.
Yeah, and I know you're out of time, Bo.
Kilo, brother, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Excellent, man. I love having you. And like I said, I think this one, maybe in 6 weeks or so, maybe we'll do a part 2 to this if you want to.
Whenever you're ready, man, I'm ready. I'll probably be late.
I know you will. It ain't no big deal. We was here, you was here. It's got done. I love it. I'm glad we got to do it, man.
I'm glad you let me do it because I don't get to talk about shit like that around everybody else. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. So, anytime, man.
Dude, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving of yourself. Thank you for telling these stories, being honest. Just thank you for being here, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll see.
How long have you been doing this?
This will be right at an hour.
Oh, yes, I'm getting my ass kicked by my old lady when I get back to pick her up. Yeah, she's kicking my ass. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all can stooge it off on me. Stooge it off on me. See, he wouldn't let me leave. He just wouldn't let me leave.
I will.
All right, everybody. That's Kilo Seaton, everybody's favorite bad guy, the king of outlaw shit. You've been watching Buster H.R. Johnson on YouTube. You're listening to Buster H.R. Johnson, the podcast, on Anchor. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. That's it, guys. Y'all take it easy.